Welcome back to Trade Pro FX. So today I want us to do a very simple top-down analysis. So just beginning at the daily candlestick, at the 24 hours candlestick, you can spot that was our support. And then let's look for another key zone. So probably we look for our resistance zone. So looking from behind, we can see that these two areas acted as a resistance zone. So let's pick our say horizontal line, and then let's see how the market has been behaving. And you can spot that the market broke the structure to the downside after it went up. Then it has reached to the same zone, and then it has come at the first touch. At that point, the market resisted, was not able to move to the up direction. So after that, I can spot again that now the market is currently at the same area. So what is the potential trend? So we know the market has not come back to this point, but if it came back to this point, we would have known after reaching this point there will be the support and then move upwards to the resistance, and then after it hits that point we go down. So basically currently we know it has hit our resistance zone. So what are we expecting? I told you, you trade what you see. So for me, I take a downtrend. And what will I be aiming to see? I will be aiming to reach at this zone. This is the zone I want to make sure and see how the market behaves until that zone. So I'll be trying to scalp using this now formula for what I have seen. So this is the first looking at this first candlestick, a green candlestick, second green candlestick, third green candlestick. What am I spotting? A fair value gap here, which we said it's usually an inefficiency. If you remember, we have discussed this before. So this is an inefficiency gap that the market has to come back and fill this zone here. Despite all what it makes or what movement it makes, it must come back to this area. And what have we seen? We have seen it has already hit our zone, which likely to make the market reverse. So with that concept, that's the daily candlestick. Then we go to the 4 hours and see how the market is behaving. On the 4 hours, you can spot where the fair value gap is, and we can see all those fair value gaps. From here we can see another fair value gap which the market is required to come and fill at that area. You can see that area there. Then we have a certain order block here which might maybe resist that market. Still here there is another order block, this one. You can see those two might now cause some reasons why the market might maybe take consolidation on this area. But we have now to go down to the lower time frames. So if you just note that, so I'll just mark those zones which might bring problems to the market. So that's our first zone here, and we had this one, the red candlestick here, but let's first focus on this one. So currently we are here at the 4 hours. So then I go to the 1 hour and see whether there are some zones making the market to resist. So on the 1 hour, just coming to this point, we can see this area we have spotted. That's where we have had some consolidation on this area. And what was the trend of the market currently on the 1 hour? It was making. Let's see how the market was behaving. So you can see on those areas we have marked, that's where the consolidation has been happening. Then the market broke to the up direction, broke to this area and caused a break of structure. So then again the market, after breaking the structure, has gone up. Then after going up, it has made some movements, pullbacks, gone up again, and then we see there is a break of structure again here. So probably what is the market trying to do? It's trying to make another pullback and then maybe proceed to going upwards to where? Now let's see at our back over. So it will be aiming at this point here, which now we don't know because it is the same area. It reversed from the first touch, so maybe it is aiming to make that pullback and reach. So now with that concept, we already have that in mind. So this now becomes our lower low, and if we are looking now at our first, so this one was our first lower low. So the market has created downwards, then up, becoming this becoming our this one becomes our high low, and then this becomes our higher highs. So the market has moved down again, then has retrieved up, and there is a break of structure here, guys, if you cannot note something. So look at this, the market, this was our break of structure here, then the market has moved up, then come down, then we said no, it has not broken our structure. Reason being, it has not broken our lower low, which is this one. So currently, which is this one, this is our lower our higher low. So currently it has not broken, so we have still some time to wait for it. Then there's something I want you to observe here. Just look at this candlestick in between that point that acts as a certain order block, this one. So the market might be aiming to touch this point because it's trying to fulfill this point here, this one. That was a fair value gap there. That's why the market is trying to fill that area there. Then it might proceed to the up direction. So according to the analysis, that's how the market is trying to do. So just let's look again at another key area. So the market, we have said it's trying to fill that zone there, reaches to this point, then it might probably go up, and you can see the wick it's creating. We have we are at the 1 hour, we are having the 8 minutes, then the candlestick to cross the 7 minutes. This candlestick now will close finally. So now let's now go to the 15 minutes and see how the market is trying to behave, whether there is a change of anything. So you can see the market was moving up as we had discussed again, so creating higher highs and higher lows, creating higher highs, higher lows. Then let's first erase this. So then we have created the higher high, the higher low. Of course there is a break, there is a change of character here. So this was our base BOS or break of structure, but now the market has broken using a wick and the full body there. So we have changed something we call change of character or coach. We have done something we have called called coach, and this is the change of character here. So I hope we all together how you do your basic analysis. So we can see on this area we have created something we called BOS, and we are at the 15 minutes because we want to get an entry. So it has already broken that, and this was our lower low, our higher low, and then higher high, and then higher high. This is now our higher high, and then now becomes a lower low. And then how does the market done? It has moved, creating, let's see, you can see the market has moved there, then break the structure of that market which was on an uptrend, then it has moved up again. So after this becomes the point which we have to consider. So before we move to the higher low, the lower low, this becomes our lower low, and then higher low, then lower low, and then higher low. If we are together to that point, just observing at that there is a touch of the, just look at this structure here. This is the touch of 1 and 2. I don't know whether you guys know this. This is a pattern which has created here. It's called a double top. So if you come to here, you just search double top pattern. Just look at how they behave if you spot a double top pattern. So let me just use this. Let you see. So when a double top or double bottom chart appears, a trend reversal has begun. Let's learn how to identify these chart patterns. It's very easy to trade. A double top is a reversal pattern that is formed after there is an event move up. The tops are peaks formed when the price hits at a certain level that can't be broken. After hitting this level, the price will bounce off slightly, but then return to test the level again. So with that, you can see if the price bounces to that level. So the first top, our first top, just go back to which was this. Now is our first top here. This one, our first top, and then our second top. Just then we are told that now this becomes the neckline, which is the neckline which is being formed at this area. You see? So let me change that to, that's the area showing the neckline. I hope till there we are together. So the market, sorry, not the neckline. The neckline is there at that area. Let me just draw a good neckline so that now someone doesn't get confused. So this is the neckline, this one. So allow me to draw it there. So that one becomes now the neckline of the double bottom on that pattern. So what is it been told? So you can see if the price bounces off that level again when you have a double top, and in the chart you can see two peaks. Tops were formed after a strong move. So it went, formed a neckline, went up again, formed an at that area. So how will that work? So you can see this is a strong sign that a reversal is going to occur, because it's telling us that the buying pressure is just about to get finished, which is true if you are on an uptrend. I hope we are together to that point. So this is a strong sign that the buying pressure is about to get finished. So with this double top, we will place our entry order below the neckline, because we are anticipating a trend reversal of the uptrend. So you can see the neckline, then we pick some trades from to the downside. So just look, if someone took a trade from this area, because of that double top, you see we would have scooped something to the next this area, which was this one. So you would have now currently be on profit using the same concept. I hope we are together, and I've told you that now the market, remember, is making a change to the downside. So you have just that knowledge. So we expect that the market will keep now going down to maybe the next point here. And what is the market doing? See, so those who took the trade there would now have scooped that trade, and now would come and enter on that zone, and it push the break even, to push that at the break even and proceed to the downside. So that's a very nice trade to take. If now you want to sell, I can pick my sell orders now, because I've already confirmed the retest and we are now going down. So I have no worries. I come pick and we will be with you here. You see how we get to take trades from just analyzing from the top analysis, and my take profit will be at that point. Just see how I've taken those profits. I would have exited now if I had the funds to exit. You see we are at 160 USD and I've just pressed now immediately. So this is what we do, just looking at what you are doing. So we leave it at that point and we will come back and see whether the market respected what we analyzed. So I don't think there is any need for me to continue airing. Let's just see how the market will continue to proceed at that point, and we will see whether the market reached. And you see we are at the 15 minutes. So if you wanted to scalp, you can just go back to the 5 minutes and we see how it is behaving. So at the 5 minutes, let's see how the market is behaving. So the market is creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So but currently you can see it was forming like something like a consolidation. So just look at this area here. You see where I was talking about the neckline, you would have entered that area and scooped that point there. So let's just study it, how it's behaving currently. So we have already broken that zone here, which is that point there, and the structure shows now a downtrend. So we will move from this zone which has been acting like a consolidation point. So we expect now the market will proceed to the downside very well without any hesitation or anything to which will doing it not to go down. So currently I expect the market to go down until that zone I've told you on the downside. So our first take profit is at that point, which is the lowest point of the market, and you see at the 5 minutes that's the point which is lower. So just to adjust your first take profit one, you can spot there is something here, so you can pick your first trade on that area. So this could be your take profit one, or use the ratio 1:3, 1:2. So 1:2, you can see where it reaches. So that's the area mostly that market will reach first, and then this becomes your take profit 2 in that manner, and this one becomes 3. Hope we are together to that point. So today we might not we might trade and stop. Even how what I talk about when I say at break even, you increase your take profit at break even. So let's study and see how that will behave for the next 1 hour. So let's wait for 1 hour and see how it will behave if you have taken your trades. So we are at the 5 minutes. Let's see the 4 hours, how the market is behaving. So you see, we said these are, so I have no worries that the market will go down. So let's wait and see how it will behave at the end of the results. So that's a trade you need to, that's how just basically you analyze your trades. So I will come back and show you how were the results.